Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. Welcome. Tonight to bring you a beautiful paradigm boa. This is a sharp strain albino boa and quite lovely. There are a few different genetic lines of albino. This one is the sharp strain, which you need to make the new and amazing paradigm boa. Now this morph isn't brand new, but it is new to me, and it is very exceptional in a lot of ways. So we're going to take a look at one tonight, and I'll teach you a little bit about it. Let's get started. This is a normal form of the same species of boa, which is not a true red-tailed boa. This is the Colombian red-tailed boa. And this animal looks a little darker than usual because it is going blue, which means that it is going to soon shed, but you can see that it is relatively dark. It has the beautiful markings, it has the nice saddles along the top. Beautiful animal. Now, one thing about this animal is that I said it's a normal. It actually appears to be a normal. However, it is het for some recessive genes, albino for one. However, as with most recessive genes, it is not displaying that morph. With your co-dominant genes, half of your offspring will display the morph. However, with the paradigm, we see something very unusual with two recessive genes. Wanted to give you a closer look at the sharp strain albino. This animal has the normal markings, however they are very, very faded, and you can just see it has very beautiful yellowy, almost orange hues. It doesn't have any of the dark pigmentation. Any areas that were dark are just a very light, beautiful peachy orange, and even the eyes of this animal are the same colors. Here is my beautiful paradigm boa, and I suspect that they chose the name of this animal due to its paradox-like appearance, which, if you know anything about the paradox in some other species, that's basically where they are displaying the genetics of two different morphs at once. In some species, a paradox is thought to be an actual chimera, where it's one animal that came from two embryos that fused in the embryonic stages of development. That can actually even occur in humans, which is pretty wacky. So this is the paradigm boa. And other than it being absolutely beautiful and amazing, one of the most interesting things about this morph is that it is a visual display from two different recessive genes. So that is the caramel morph from Sharon Moore, which is different from the VPI caramel albino. And so the caramel morph bred with the sharp albino morph. So what you would think is breeding two recessive genes together, you're gonna get hets for both genes. So basically, you're gonna have animals, some of which that are carrying the genetics, but not visually displaying that morph. When the breeders of this paradigm first developed this animal, they were shocked and amazed to get a totally different visual morph from two separate recessive genes. At first, they did not know whether or not it was a fluke, and it since has been proven because the very first paradigm I believe they got from the 2003-2004 breeding season, and since then they've bred it to other stuff and they've proven all kinds of things. Actually, if you then breed a paradigm back to a sharp albino, you will have visually displaying sharp albinos and 25% paradigms, and now they're doing all kinds of even more stuff with it now that they have a generation of paradigms grown up. And so I'm very, very excited because this is an animal that I wasn't familiar with until more recently. and I'm super excited to have this girl in my collection. I think that she is not only beautiful, but very, very interesting. And so I'm very excited to grow her up and pair her with some of my other morphs. And as you might imagine, they're coming out with new Paradigm morphs that are mixed with other things. And so I'm very excited about having a Paradigm in my boa constrictor breeding project. So I hope that this didn't get too mushy and confusing. First and foremost, I want to thank the creators of this beautiful morph. They are absolutely awesome. And the first Paradigm boa was produced by Basically Boas, and so thank you so much to them. You guys are amazing. That must have been very exciting when your very first Paradigm boa was born. And secondly, I want to thank Isaiah and Donna Phillips for entrusting me with their boa collection that I got from them earlier in the fall. So thank you so much. I am just ecstatic to have inherited so many beautiful animals with this collection from Fantasy Reptiles out of Colorado. This Paradigm boa is one that I'm very, very excited about working with. I hope you guys enjoyed learning a little bit about boas today. And if you already knew a lot about boas, maybe seeing my boas today, you guys probably already know that this is a sun glow boa. And so basically they resemble a very bright albino. And I have a little story to tell about her, so comment below if you'd like to know more about the Sunglow boa or more about boas in general. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again very soon.